at IIUM Medical Center on Wednesday, 10th of October 2018. So the aim of this visit to expose the students to the various pharmacy services available in IIUM-MC. We were guided by Dr. Norisha Pinas. We were briefed by the pharmacists in charge of the pharmacy services available, such as ward pharmacy, inpatient pharmacy, outpatient pharmacy, drug information services, therapeutic drug monitoring, total parental nutrition, store, and also diabetes mellitus medication adherence clinic. So now let's move on to the diabetes mellitus medication adherence clinic, or DMAC.
Hi guys! So as you have heard that we went for a visit at IUMMC. So we have been to different kind of units, and now we are going to share with you the unit of
DMAC, which
yes,
stand for Diabetic Medication Adherence Clinic. So let's get started.
Yeah, I think you should start.
So basically, DMAC is a unit that emphasizes on the medication management to ensure the quality, the safety, and the cost effectiveness of the patient care. And the pharmacist also will provide the drug monitoring therapy and the patient's education in order to manage the disease and to prevent any medication error. And so the patient is chosen for this service is for the patient, diabetic patient with more than 8% HbA1c, and also for the diabetic patient with the comorbidities and on the multiple medication, and also for the patient with the diabetic patient that have any complication with the medication. So I think that's all for my part. So.
Oh yeah, I think so. You forgot to talk about the modules. Okay, so basically there are modules that are used for different kind of session with I don't know the word for each session basically. So there are 8 modules used. So for the first module, it talks about the insight of the disease, where the pharmacist will explain like what is the clinical features of the disease, the common signs and symptoms and whatnot. So for the second module, it talks about the therapeutic goal for the patient. For example, like target blood pressure, the target blood glucose level, and so on and so forth. And for the third module, it talks about for the medication, where the pharmacist will explain to the patient what is the indication of the medication, what is the common side effect, and then what is the possible drug interaction if the patient take multiple medication. And for the fourth module, it talks about the insulin, where the pharmacist will explain about what is an insulin pen, and then how to use it, how to properly store it. And next is about the lifestyle for the 5th module, where the pharmacist will suggest a proper exercise for them to do it, and how regular they should do it. And then for the 6th module, it talks about the diet, for example, their diet plan, what should they take more, what should they cut less, and then what is the limit of sugar, for example. Okay, for the 7th module, it talks about the complication of diabetes, and then for the 8th module, it talks about the diabetic foot ulcer. So we were told that for the 7th and 8th module, they are for the purpose of to scare the patients, sort of, if that makes sense, to increase their adherence and compliance to medication. So exposure, what are the consequences if they do not adhere to the medication. So yeah, I think that's all from us. So enjoy the video.
Hi, my name is Farhana and this is Hanan. So today we are going to share our experience based on our visit to the hospital store pharmacy. So basically, the store is the heart of the pharmacy because this is where the drug is being managed before it is distributed to the patient.
Yes, and this department, there are 3 main job scopes, which are purchasing, storage, and also distribution. For the purchasing itself, it has 3 methods of purchasing, which is explained by the pharmacist there.
Oh, really? But I don't really remember what she said. Can you explain more about it, Hanai?
Okay, sure. The methods are APPL, contract list, and also local purchase. The APPL stands for Approved Product Purchase List, which the product listed in this list must be purchased from a specific company because this company has made concession with the government. So it is not allowed to purchase this item in the list from other company. Okay, and then for the items that is abundantly used, usually the quantity is about 50,000 unit in a year. It will be purchased through contract list because it will save more cost as the period of contract is about 2 to 3 years and the price of the item it remains the same throughout the contract. And last but not least is the local purchase, which if the quantity of the product is not reach to 50,000 items per year, it will be purchased batch by batch, and it has risk of price fluctuation.
Okay, so we are done with the purchasing part. The newly arrived item will be transferred with the forklift outside the store into the store. So the pharmacist will first check the condition and the expiry date of the newly arrived items. If any of the items nearly to the expiry date, the pharmacist will fill the letter of undertaking.
Oh yes, the letter of undertaking where the items need to expiry date can be used and stored first, and if there is balance after the expiry date, we can return the item to the company, and the company can send you item, right?
Yes, that's true. So basically, this item have their own identification card where it shows all the in and out balance of the stocks. So basically, they have two colors of cards, which is pink card and green card. The pink card is used for the items which has expiry date, while for the green cards, for the items which has no expiry date, such as the glove. Okay, so for the arrangement of the drug in the store, it will follow the alphabetical orders and its dosage form. And for the movement of the drug to be distributed, it will follow the system of FIFO and FIFO, which is first in, first out, and first expired, first out. Okay, so for the dangerous drug, it will be kept in a locked cabinet and a locked store.
And only the pharmacist in charge can access this locked cabinet and clock room. The movement of this dangerous drug must be recorded precisely. If there is any loss or broken item, even it occurs in the pharmacy, it must be recorded, reported, and even a police report must be done. Okay, and then done with the storage part. For the distribution part, this department work closely related with inpatient and outpatient pharmacy because it acts as a supplier to this department. Okay, so that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, do you remember the visit to the TPN department where we are asked to bring the shoe cover and everything, but then we don't even get to enter the clean room? Oh, it's so frustrating.
Azhari, don't be frustrated. Of course, we can only enter the clean room one person at one time. We need to safeguard and maintain the condition of the clean room, such as the temperature, the humidity, and the pressure, of course. If we enter at one time, when there's so many persons enter the clean room, there will be higher risk of contamination. Also, in that clean room, we use technology to constitute the water parenteral nutrition, right? Yeah. And this TPN is consists of the protein, lipid, and the carbohydrate. Azhari, do you remember the expiry date of the TPN?
Yes, because when the pharmacist talk about that, I thought about the kind of like my Milo 3-in-1 at the Mahala, where at the package, when before you mix it, then the expiry date is just like stated in the package, but then after you have mixed it, the expiry date is shorter. For the TPN case, it is for 1 week. After we have mixed it, we need to consume within 1 week. And also, if I'm not mistaken, not only protein, carbohydrate, and lipid, but then if the doctor prescribes it, we need to even include other nutrients such as vitamins and everything.
But if you think TPN is frustrated, at least we can get close to the clean room.
But for the ward pharmacists, we cannot even get close to the ward. We can only discuss with the pharmacist in charge at the conference room. So what do you guys think we get from the discussion?
Even though we can go into the ward, at least we can learn about the form, CP1, CP2, CP3, and CP4 form. And this CP1 is for the medication history of the patient, and CP2 for the pharmacography review, and the CP3 form is for the counseling statistic, and CP4 form is for the if the patient want to transfer into another healthcare sector. So they need to fill the CP4 form.
Oh, the ward pharmacy, that's the one that we need to cooperate with other healthcare personnel such as the doctors and everything, right? So that's the one that we need to participate in the ward rounds at the morning, at the evening, the grand round and everything. Oh, I think I will be so frightened to be with the doctors. I heard that they are so frightening.
That's why we need to get prepared before the word round. Like
Yeah,
we have to
obviously.
have the pocket size of the reference book, and we have to get familiarized with the patient history. So at the end we can give a better cooperation with the healthcare provider.
So we need to study. We need to study very hard lah to ensure that we will survive that. Okay lah, let's study.
Let's go. Hello, we meet again. Now, I will summarize for the remaining 4 departments, which are inpatient, outpatient, ward pharmacy, and also DIS. For DIS, pharmacies work as a reference for both healthcare providers and the public. The main task is to provide information about the drug and answering queries, receive product complaints, suggest alternative in the case of drug allergy, and also manage medical education among healthcare professionals. Next, for inpatient services, in IIUMMC, the drug distribution system used is unit of use because of insufficient manpower. So during the visit, we happened to visit the unit during the trolley filling day. The trolley filling day is conducted 3 times a week, which is on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So the main purpose of this unit is to dispense medication to inpatient and also discharge patient. Now let's move on to the third unit, which is outpatient pharmacy. At the outpatient pharmacy, we saw the medications stored are categorized according to certain color code and labeled with format lettering. So within the outpatient pharmacy, there are counseling rooms, store, and extemporaneous preparation area present. The unit also plans to provide drive-through service when manpower is sufficient. Also, we get to see a pneumatic tube system, which is used to transfer medicines and documents within the hospital. Last but not least, for TDM, it is a specialized unit to measure the concentration of drug in blood. So their main focus is on drugs with narrow therapeutic index such as gentamicin, theophylline, and also digoxin. For the time being, such service is unavailable because of insufficient manpower and equipment. So, for now, they outsource the service to Pantai Pathology Lab in Kuantan. It's interesting, right? So, in a nutshell, many of the units are still not fully functioning, but nevertheless, we still feeling very thankful for the beneficial educational visit because we get better views on the pharmacy services available in hospital settings, especially in IIUM's very own teaching hospital. So that's all from us. Thank you.